Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Rosana. Today we are making Mexican style cauliflower rice. You're gonna be seeing this recipe plenty of times in the future, so I figured let me show you how to make it. It is delicious and a great alternative. But before we get started, I do want to invite you to subscribe, like this video because that's how you show all of your support, and also don't forget to click the notification bell. Yay! All right, let's get started. Finely dice half of a medium Roma tomato. I'm just gonna remove the stem area. Also finely dice a quarter of a medium white onion. Let's set this aside and grab the cauliflower. And I have a whole head right here and I love its kind of nutty sweet tones. That's perfect for this recipe. Okay, we're gonna cut it in half and remove the stem area and remove all of the leaves as well. Now cut into large wedges because we're gonna rinse them. All right, allow the cauliflower to drain. And for this part, we're gonna be using a cheese grater to give the cauliflower a rice kind of texture. It's gonna be awesome. So all you're gonna do is take the wedge and grate it. And as to anything you do in the kitchen, just be very careful. Just keep grating until you get 4 cups. Now you can also do this in a food processor. You're just gonna have to cut the cauliflower into smaller pieces. Having said that, you can also purchase the already prepped cauliflower at grocery stores. How convenient, whatever suits you. Look at the texture, perfect. If you haven't made cauliflower rice before, you're gonna be impressed. It's so good. Let's make that sauce that's gonna flavor the entire recipe. All right, roughly dice 1 Roma tomato, and I'm gonna remove the stem area. You don't have to cut it perfectly since it's gonna get blended. Okay, add it into the blender. Also, roughly dice a quarter of a medium white onion. Into the blender it goes. And I have a red bell pepper. We're gonna need half of this one, and this is a pretty small one. So if you're using a larger one, I'd say a quarter. Roughly dice it. Now add 1 cup of low sodium chicken broth. That's because we wanna adjust our own seasoning. 2 garlic cloves, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, half a teaspoon of ground annatto, a quarter teaspoon of ground turmeric, and a quarter teaspoon of ground cumin. Blend until completely broken down. Perfect, it's smooth. Now let's head to the stove. This is exciting. Place a large pan over medium heat and add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado oil. When the oil is nice and hot, add the onion. Stir as needed until slightly softened. The onion looks ready. Now add the tomatoes and stir as needed until they begin to soften as well. Tomato looks good. Now pour in the sauce. Beautiful. Stir everything to combine. We're gonna add a serrano for fragrance. You can omit this part if you're sensitive to spicy food. It's just gonna give it a touch of spiciness, not too much. Now what I did was slice through the middle and stop right before you reach the stem. And just place it in the center of the liquid. The sauce has now reached the boil. We're gonna let it reduce for about 10 minutes until it reaches a nice thick paste. Stir if you feel it needs it. All right, this took a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but you're looking for that paste consistency. Once that's ready, add in the cauliflower. Stir everything in. Once everything is mixed in, add in mixed vegetables. And these were frozen. I just made sure I thawed them out before adding them in. At this point, we're gonna crank up the heat to high and keep stirring for about 5 minutes. What we want is any of the juices that are gonna be released to evaporate and the cauliflower to slightly cook. You don't want it mushy either. This is ready. Halfway through cooking, I did lower the heat to medium-high heat. So just feel free to do that if you need to. And I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. You can do this to taste and mix one more time. It is ready, removed from the heat. This looks so good. Let it stand for a couple of minutes before serving. And now I'm gonna garnish with chopped cilantro. It is time to taste and time for Nelson to join.
Hi everyone.
Aren't we excited?
Yes, we are.
This is a really good part of the video. Okay, let's do this. Let's taste. You have no idea how much I've come to love cauliflower rice. So good. In Mexican style, it's even better.
Okay, let me tell you all something. I love rice. But if you gave me to choose between regular rice and cauliflower rice, I could go with either or. This is delicious.
I wish they would serve this at restaurants because it is a great option, a great alternative. It's very fulfilling and it's gonna satisfy that craving for rice. So we definitely love this.
Oh
yeah. I really hope you try this recipe. Come back and let me know how it went down in the comment area. Also, don't forget that you can follow me on all of my social media platforms. And as always, until the next one.
Until the next one.